All right. What state you're from? Oh, and while you talk, let me go grab something real quick. Go ahead, talk.
So I'm from Washington State. New officer to Washington, but I've been in law enforcement for about 4 years now. I have a case where a mental health counselor is messaging a 14-year-old off of her personal phone for non-counseling purposes. The parents believe that there's some nefarious intent, that there may be illicit messages being sent, but the daughter constantly erases the phone at the direction of the counselor. So the parents want to do a voluntary phone dump to try to find deleted messages, deleted pictures, hidden stuff on the phone. The problem is that the aunt of the minor bought the phone for the minor, gifted it to her, pays for the phone service, pays for the iCloud storage, manages the apps that are allowed on the phone, but does not have physical control of the phone. The parents want to hand over the phone, do a voluntary phone dump, but we're not sure because the phone was bought by somebody, given to the minor, and managed by a third party. If we need a warrant, or if we can just use parental consent because she's 14.
Zach, you want it?
Yeah, thanks for the tough one.
It is a tough one. It is
Yeah,
a tough
these,
one.
these are tough. There's, a parent has, that there's that hierarchy of authority inside the home where the parent has the greater interest and greater privacy and possessory interest over the child. But now we have, some outside third party buying the phone. I mean, there's no question the child has an expectation of privacy in the contents of the phone, but there's also the parental role, which would suggest in a I should say in a properly functioning family where mom and dad actually run the program inside the home. Um, it would have been better, obviously, if mom and dad bought the phone, or they at least pay the bill, or they have access, they know the password to the phone. I'm kind of leaning towards we're going to need to get a warrant for this.
Now, what about that? What can the aunt? Can the aunt give? Did the aunt give consent, or
I don't think the aunt can because she
yeah,
doesn't have that same
she has
privacy
no
interest.
privacy interest? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she has a
And she's
possessory interest, perhaps, but not that privacy
perhaps, yeah.
interest. Yeah, if it was mom, not aunt, that had done all this, and of course they could. But yeah, I'm thinking
Now
because
there.
the parent has no real access to this phone in their own right. Yeah, I'm thinking warrant.
Now here's the other thing too is there's no standing from the suspect, right? So
The child.
we're not going to charge. Are we charging
Yeah,
the child or we're
yeah, the
charging the
doctor.
counselor?
Yeah, the counselor. You're right. There's standing is an issue for the
Yeah,
well,
we don't
not
have
issue because
automatic.
it doesn't
You wouldn't
exist.
get any kind of standing here. So if the
Right, right.
cops are like, hey, look, we got the parents' consent. The aunt is probably in on it too. Let's just kind of split the difference here and say that we can do this. We find evidence against the counselor. He still gets convicted because he
Mhm.
can't contest the search, right? I mean, you got that going for you.
Yeah, what state is this, Kevin? Again?
This is Washington State. We
Is it?
currently have no criminal charges, but we're basically fishing just to make sure that there is no criminal aspect before we just close it
Right.
out.
John,
Oh,
doesn't
but you,
Washington have automatic standing though? John?
no, not they wouldn't have automatic.
Not
He
for,
still
yeah,
wouldn't have. He still
for,
wouldn't have automatic standing under these conditions.
for
He would
possession,
still
they
need
would.
a possessory interest or a lawful presence in the place search and so forth.
Yeah, we're not charging him with possession of anything.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Um.
I mean, I don't
So
know. I didn't. That was a tough question, right? For me, 14-year-old has, yeah.
But so you don't have PCs. That's why you're going this route because you don't have PC.
Correct. Supervisory staff says that they want to clear all avenues before we close the case, because 6 months down the road, this pops back up and there are illicit messages. We didn't do anything. Now we have egg on our face. Allegedly, there's 4 or 5 other kids that the same person's been communicating with. None of those parents want to come forward. So we're kind of in this gray area where even our prosecutors have kind of shrugged their shoulders and said, I don't know.
Who's the
Yeah.
source
Well,
of
look.
this information?
The parents are the original RP. Daughter volunteered some information but didn't want to give full disclosure.
Yeah, I mean,
Look. I would.
I look at this and I say, there's nothing good happening here, right? There's not the counselor is telling the 14-year-old delete your chat history so your parents cannot see it.
Exactly.
Right.
So Look, I would personally just talk to your prosecutor and say, hey, look, you can say we talked to your search and seizure guys. They think that it's a debatable case, but because you have no PC, so no warrant is available, the guy's not going to have standing. If this person is involved in improper behavior with the kid, he really should answer for that. And so I would personally, because that's not clear either way, I personally would lean on the side of just downloading that phone with the parents' consent and get the aunts too, just to throw it in. But that's what I would do, and just charge the person accordingly.
Thank you.
I'll get your prosecutor to back it up though, because you are Washington, which is a tough state. I'm in Washington, by the way, so I'm in Spokane.